I didn't have a family because my dad was back and forth to Mexico. My mom, she got some prison time and she had to go away for a while. My dad was an evil man. Like, he'd look at me and there was no love in his eyes. He was the coldest person I ever met, but he was also the person that I looked up to the most because I wanted to be that cold. I wanted to be the evil person that he was. I remember when I was a kid, I stole a kilo of cocaine from my dad. And I came home, I was messed up. And he asked me where it was. And I told him it's gone. And he was, okay, come here. And he took my hand and he took a knife and he cut my finger off. And he said, you never stole from your family. I never stole from my family ever again.
I was a drug addict and all that for many of years, and you know, my dad's always spoiled me and all that, you know, so I've always been on the, you know, on the point of getting stuff from him, money and all that, not working for my money and all that.
Basically living in poverty, you know, coming from a rough family, you know, background, and, you know, joined the gang, and just basically life went downhill from there, you know, just getting in trouble, in and out of jail since I was a juvenile, and, you know, just basically living life rough.
I started getting even more into gangbanging and more into my hood, and I really just loved that. I kept going, I got committed. I did pretty much juvenile life as a juvenile. I was in and out like 2 months here, 2 months there, selling drugs, hurting people. And that was my thing. I loved it. I loved hurting people because it was like my pain was gone once I hurt somebody, it like took my pain away. So that was the person I'd become.
Just basically didn't know who to turn to. Just out drinking, you know, turning into an alcoholic at a young age. Kind of tore my life apart too. And
for me, it seemed like there was like no hope. Like it was kind of hard, you know, without jobs of hope, you know. I mean, it was just hard. I mean, I didn't know where to go. That's the point. Like I didn't know where to start.
You know, there'd be so many times that I would be out, you know, sitting in the corner, looking at the street lights, you know, thinking like, I want to change, you know. I pray, and it was like, I've always tried to change my life, but it wasn't working. And just one day, you know, I basically felt like just giving up. Didn't know where else to go.
Finally, at 21, I made a decision that I was going to stop gangbanging. I walked away from everybody I ever knew, everybody I ever loved. So it was like I was alone in the world again. And I stopped altogether, and then on July 2nd, of 2012, my gang caught up with me at Walmart. And they shot me twice in the stomach and once in the head. I didn't die. But at that time, I realized God was real. I slowly progressed into just little steps, getting to where I needed to be, and then I met Vana. Once I met Vana, it was like God had sent me somebody to say, hey, wake up, it's time to get what you really want in your heart, but now he's gonna help you.
So I was in Walmart one time, and you know, Vana came up to me and gave me this card, and I was like, what is this? And he goes, well, come, you know, I might have a job for you. And I was like, well, okay. And I called him up the next day, and he told me, you know, well, this is a program where we taking kids from 16 to 23, and you know, we get classes with them, and then we give them odd jobs, and then when they graduate, we give them a full-time job after they graduate. So I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay, that's something I'm interested in.
So I said, all right. Called up Vana and set up an appointment. So ever since then, I've just thought about change, and it's been, you know, going pretty good.
You know, the things they show you in Jobs of Hope, it's like there's no price you could put on stuff like that, because it shows you ways to handle yourself and make good decisions, even when you know bad decisions are right around the corner.
Basically, just learned how to be a good father, you know, and how to be a, just a better person in general. Try to, work on like the way I talk and, how to present myself better and just, things like that. And
once I got into that program, the first class, helped me. Like, it was amazing, with the first class I think I did was like ego and, money and relationship and then parenting. Those classes helped, and my girlfriend attended one that was parenting, so that helped really good with me. And then those odd jobs, it feels good when you're working for your money. It really does. It makes you feel like there's actually hope.
It's a place you can go and just be yourself, and they know who you are already. They know you're a gang member or ex-gang member. They know you used to be a drug user, but they're not focused on that like every other program is. Every other program is like, well, we're gonna fight your addiction. Jobs of Hope says we're gonna find the person in you, and we're gonna nurture that, and we're gonna help it grow. And once you are nurtured to the person that you need to be, then those drugs and all those problems are no longer a problem because you are who you want to be.
I'm sober. I've been sober for I'm not sure how long, but without Jobs of Hope, I probably would have still been doing it. Without my girlfriend, I probably would have still been doing it.
For the people that think they got nothing left, there's still something left. And it's not 8 weeks, it's a lifetime. It's a lifetime fight every single day. Sometimes I wake up and I want to go use. But then I use the things that I've learned, and it stops me.
I see a lot of change things, mostly mature things, actually, and that's what the program's actually about, is maturing, and from coming immature to maturing, and that's what I've actually done so far, and I'm still trying to gain some of that.
I got my job through Jobs of Hope last year in August, so this year it'll be a year next month that I've been at my job, and that's the longest I've ever had a job. So it feels good. Being in the gangs and stuff, you can't really call yourself a man, because you ain't doing really anything positive. You can't, support a family, can't even hold a job. So I could actually call myself a man.
If I show my children what my parents showed me, then of course you're gonna get the same result. Now if I show my kids a better way, and Dad works for his money, Dad brings home the money, Dad's broke right now, but we got everything we need, then that makes more of a man than any gang could ever make a man. I don't know if I can walk away from 3 bullets again. I don't think God's gonna give me another chance. So this is my last chance, and I'm not gonna mess it up.